right, starting tonight for the Exeter Tigers are two bearded men. And also a freshman, number one, that is, number one is Brexton Bowman. They don't have the names on this list in numerical order. They have it in alphabetical by last name.
Nice.
So I'll be searching for these names all night. All right, opening tip. Logan Decker takes the tip and wins it. And we're underway. Walker over to Cannon Miller on the left wing. Up top to Decker. Into the short corner for Perry. Down low to Max Long. Long's able to hook it in and get the first 2 points of the game for the Cougars. Number 12 drives in, goes too strong. Deflected and won by Walker. Quickly out to Miller. Number 4, Lockett, reaches in and knocks it away. And it will stay Cougars ball.
Yeah, Exeter's still being aggressive. They are crashing the boards there, and then they're looking to intercept that pass.
Walker over to Decker on the right side. Into Walker for 3 on the corner. Backside rebound by Connor Perry. He fights through. Reverse layup is good. Decker at the top of the defense. Ball over to 22, that's Nelson. Down low to Eaton, back up top to Lockett. Lockett for 3, and he got it. 4-3 to score. Decker down low to Perry. Perry fighting for position as he's fouled on the arm, and the Cougars will get it underneath.
That was a good cross-court pass to Connor Perry. Went up. We have a definite height advantage in there right now.
Walker back up top to Decker into the corner for Miller. Back to Walker in the short corner. Up to the top of the key to Decker, over to Walker in the wing. Walker takes the 3, and he got it. 3-point answer by the Cougars. Ed Lockett with the ball for the Tigers. Over to the freshman, Bowman. Bowman at the elbow, kicks it back to the top to Nelson. Nelson over Lockett. Back over to the left wing to Nelson, into the corner for Bowman. Bowman pulls up from 18. Backside rebound on the air ball by Eaton. Kicks it out to Lockett, he drives in. Floater's too strong, Perry there for the rebound. Quickly out to Walker on the right side. Walker back to the middle for Decker. Decker with the runner. Gets his own rebound. Fighting for an option. Kicks it back out to Walker at the top.
It's like he might have had his arm grabbed there, but.
Into the corner for Miller. Long rebound. Lockett's there for the Tigers into transition. Step through, loses his balance, and Long pulls down the board. Out quickly to Walker. Walker gets through the initial traffic into the paint. Rises up off the front of the rim, and Lockett pulls down the rebound for the Tigers. 5:11 to play in the first, 7-3 the score. Lockett over to the right side for Nelson. Up top to Bowman. Tried to enter into the elbow, Miller steals. Out to Walker. Walker loses the dribble, throws it off the backboard. Long's there for the rebound and loses the ball off of the Tigers. It will stay Cougars ball underneath.
Yeah, it looks like Max kind of got tangled up with him, and apparently it bounced off the Tiger before it went out of bounds.
Walker did jam his finger last game, and he does have tape on his left hand. Nice inbound play by the Cougars. Decker running through the seam makes the finger roll. Trap up top by Miller and Walker. Lockett gets it into number 12 and down low to the senior Jesse Eaton for the 2 points. Number 12, Cameron Brayton, is a sophomore. Up top to Miller, thought about the 3, gives it to Walker. Walker back to Miller at the top. Over to Decker on the right side, all the way across to Walker on the left. Perry posting up on the near side block. Long to Walker for three. Good box out by the Tigers. Decker comes in and steals the ball, though, and draws the foul.
Looks like we got 5 subs coming in. So we've got Burns, Schumacher, Smith, Marsh, and Stanton. So a fresh group.
Exeter Tigers are 1-8 on the year. Cougars moved to 8-4 last night with their win against Pierce City. Burns drives in, picks up the dribble, gets it to Stanton in the corner. Back up top to Schumacher. Over to Burns on the left side. Burns looking for Marsh on the low block. Resets over to Schumacher on the wing. He wants the three. Off the upright and out of bounds. Back to the Tigers. Cougars picking up full court. Jaden Smith and Ben Schumacher up there in the backcourt. Lockett gets the ball. Smith comes in and steals. Smith out in transition. Step through off the glass and good. 11-5 the score. Number 11, that's Kendall Gorman in the game for the Tigers. Gorman on the right side, back to the middle. Kicks it out to 22, Nelson. Back to Lockett at the top for three. And Lockett hit it 11-8. Stanton quickly out to Smith on the right side. Stanton into the corner, backed up top. Ball deflected. And backcourt violation on the Cougars. I thought it was deflected. I guess it wasn't.
Must not have.
Nelson inbounding. Burns deflects. Back into the backcourt. No possession yet. Lockett's able to pick it up. Ball over to number 10. That's Crow. Into the corner for number 12, Brayton. Back up top to Lockett. Number 4, Ed Lockett, the junior. Schumacher tightly defending, gets called for the body check. Ball to Lockett in the backcourt. Smith comes in and steals the deflection. Lockett gets called for the block, and the Cougars will get it on the sideline. That's the third team foul on the Tigers here in the first quarter. Burns inbounding, Cougars in a set play. Up to Smith, screened by Marsh. Smith pivots, looks for Stanton on the right side. Stanton all the way across to Burns in the left wing. Step through, finds Stanton. That was a clean play, gets called for the travel. Burns actually went into a jump stop, landed on 1 foot and passed. That was clean.
That's what I didn't see the travel there. It was just like he should have.
Tigers trying to break the press. Burns on the sideline. Loose ball. Smith gets in there, back into the back court. And Nelson just touched it before he crossed the line and then went into the backcourt. Smith on the left side. Over to Schumacher. He'll take the three. Too strong. Burns on the backside. Marsh comes in for the rebound.
Travel.
Marsh took the extra step, gets called for the travel. Turnover back to the Tigers.
He does that little shuffle sometimes when he gets in trouble, trying to back up and shuffles those feet.
Cougars in the full court press. Ball into the freshman Bowman. Smith and Schumacher there. Bowman puts the left dribble down. Smith comes in and steals the crossover. Smith off the glass, and he puts it in. And the Tigers want a timeout. The press of the Cougars is causing the Tigers some trouble. The Tigers have made plenty of subs already tonight, and this last rotation, I think they need to figure out what positions they want to be in. Same five in for the Cougars after the timeout. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. Lockett's got 2 threes, number 4 for the Tigers, to keep the Tigers close in this one.
Stanton doing some last-minute coaching to Marsh on the back line.
Cougars are starting at half court. They may press up as the ball comes in. Ball to Bowman on the right side. Schumacher and Smith come. Smith deflects it. Schumacher's there and puts it off the glass for 2. Quickly out. Trap comes. Number 12, that's Brayton. Ball into the corner. Marsh gets a hand in there and commits the foul on number 10, Crow. Tigers will have it underneath.
That's the Cougars' second foul.
Into Crow, too strong. Stanton pulls down the rebound, finds Smith on the outlet. Smith all the way to the basket and puts it in for another 2 points. Smith now with 6 on the night with 3 nice layups in transition. Trap comes, Schumacher deflects. He's able to get to it and puts it in. We got a rookie camera operator here. Sorry about that, folks, watching at home.
Another timeout.
Timeout by the Tigers. 51-5 on the official clock as the Tigers take another timeout. So after the last timeout, Cougars had 3 straight baskets. Lockett with the ball for the Tigers. Down low and inside for number 12, Brayton. Offensive rebound by Gorman, and he gets the putback. 19-10, 9-point lead. 35 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Smith to the top for Schumacher, into the corner for Burns. Burns drives baseline, jump stop from 8 feet. Too flat as Gorman pulls down the rebound. Marsh went to the ground hard. Lockett checks on him, he's okay. Over to number 22, Nelson. Nelson threw all the way into the corner. Stanton pulls down the rebound, outlet to Schumacher, 7 seconds to play. Floater for Smith on the alley-oop, and Jaden Smith puts it in. At the buzzer, long shot is off the mark, and my clock was a little off there, sorry about that, but that is the end of the first quarter. The Cougars like to get out and run, and that's what they're doing tonight. All right, we lost things for a second there. The second quarter has started. Lockett got to the basket and drew the foul. He's at the line to shoot 2. Can't get the first to go. Second one off the back iron. Smith's able to pull down the rebound. Gets it to Stanton, over to Burns. Walker inside to Stanton. Stanton looks, finds Burns on the cut. And Burns is there to make the nice basket off the glass. Trap through the middle. Burns reads it and steals. Flips it to Smith. Smith from 5 feet puts it in. Ball onto the right side. That's number 33, Eaton. Back up top to Nelson. Nelson being pressured, picks up his dribble. Double team into the corner for Eaton. Back to Gorman on the left side. Gorman drains the 3. Ball passed over to Schumacher, gets deflected, is able to get back to it. To Smith at the elbow, into the corner for Walker. Walker from 15, rises up too strong, gets his own rebound. Walker to the elbow, into the paint. Ball slapped away, falls to Smith at the top for Burns for 3, and he nails it. Lockett picks up his dribble, is able to get into the front court to Nelson. Into Brayton in the corner, Smith defending. Burns is there to steal in the middle of the court. Burns steps through, short sides it, and rebound by the Tigers' Nelson. Back ahead for Lockett over to Nelson. Ball deflected by Schumacher, falls to Lockett. Inside to Brayton. Into the corner for the 33, Eaton. Loose ball. Nelson's able to get to it. Nelson through traffic, defended by Stanton. Stanton gets the rebound quickly, outlet to Schumacher on the left side. Back to Walker. Walker's able to hesitate too strong on the backside. Burns is there to get the offensive rebound. Trying to find space, Burns too strong. Loose ball comes to Smith. Smith on the left side wants the 3. Gets defended, kicks it to Stanton for 3. Too strong, loose ball. Schumacher comes in, gets the rebound. Back to Smith. Smith goes baseline. Back across the top. Stanton takes it out of the air. Too strong on the backside. Walker gets the rebound and gets fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, we're rushing our shots a little bit. Getting some good rebounds and attacking the basket, but we're not setting our feet on our rebounding shots then.
Miller and Decker at the table to check in, along with 21 Mena for the Tigers, along with number 1, the freshman Bowman, and number 5, the
Schumacher
junior Brock.
Burns get a breather.
Walker makes the second. 16-point lead now for the Cougars. Lockett bringing it up the center. Stanton comes in and steals. Out to Walker. Lockett sells out to defend it and knock it away. And last touch by the Tigers will be Cougars ball in the corner. Stanton wants the alley-oop on the backside from Walker. He's able to get it and he throws it up, but a lot of control. And turnover to, or I should say possession for the Tigers. Brock on the ball over to Bowman. Back up to Lockett. Lockett for 3. Good effort by the Tigers, Jax Brock, to save that, but it's out of bounds back to the Cougars.
Smacked the wall pretty good there on the, but at least this one's got padding, unlike the other gym.
Walker into the front court. Bowman defending. Flip to Stanton at the top of the key. Dribble handoff to Smith. Smith from 18. Backside off of Brock. And will stay Cougars ball. 4:33 left here in the second quarter. Walker inbounding for the Cougars. Smith at the elbow, can't handle the pass, or can't handle the dribble, I should say. And stolen by the Tigers. Bowman with the ball, gets it to Lockett. Miller tightly defending. Ball to Gorman at the free throw line. Kicks it back to Bowman. Brock enters down low for Gorman. Gorman fumbles it, gets it back, and puts it off the glass with the generous roll.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't shoot that earlier shot when he was wide open.
Walker finds Decker cutting through. Decker can't handle the pass. And out of bounds back to the Tigers. Lockett tries to find Bowman, stolen by Walker. Walker rises up and gets called for the offensive foul. Take a look at that on replay as Lockett's able to get his feet set as Walker tries to sneak around him.
Looks like he hit his elbow maybe on the wood floor, hopefully not the metal bracket.
Okay, Smith and Walker subbed out on that. Burns and Schumacher back in the game. Ball into the corner. Last touched by the Tigers. Turnover back to the Cougars. Schumacher tries to find Stanton. Kicked away by number 1 Bowman. They'll stay Cougars possession on the inbound on the sideline. Burns into Stanton, back to Burns, flips it to Decker. Number 22, Nelson comes in and deflects it away, and the Tigers get the steal. Lockett on the left wing. Burns comes to defend on the double. Schumacher's there to read it and steal. Schumacher out ahead with the left and puts it in.
Kind of a moving screen by Burns there for.
Eaton's able to dribble, Nelson's able to dribble through, but then Decker puts a hand on the ball and steals. Decker all the way up to the basket, off the glass. Burns there for the offensive rebound. And jump ball's the call. The Cougars have the arrow. Lockett subs out for the Tigers. Number 21, Aiden Mina, subbing in the game. Inbound goes all the way through. Nelson's there to recover, but can't keep his feet and loses it out of bounds back to the Cougars.
Had two Cougars on that inbounds play wide open, and I don't think they were expecting to be the ball there that quickly since nobody was guarding them.
Ball over to Burns on the right side, into the short corner for Stanton. Stanton finds Schumacher at the top, one more to Miller in the corner. Double team comes, and coach wants a timeout.
30-second timeout for those of you keeping track at home.
Get your stopwatch started, 30 seconds on the clock.
Trying some different substitutions and just different combinations here. I don't think they were worried about the final outcome of the game. I think they knew that it was going to be us up, so they're giving some different players different combinations together. Exeter's scrappy, though. We're putting the ball where they can slap it out of our hands, especially on some of the rebounds and stuff, and we've got to stay active with it.
Stanton inbound, gets it to Schumacher. Back to Stanton, all the way across to Decker on the right wing. Decker with the runner, and he's able to put in an athletic shot. Brock up ahead for the Tigers, over to Bowman at the top. Enter to the elbow for 21, Mena. Bowman for 3, and he gets it. (33-18), back to a 15-point lead for the Cougars. Burns at the top, over to Schumacher on the right side. Miller on the left. Back to Schumacher at the top. Over to Miller, he's wide open. Goes baseline, picks up the dribble, kicks it to Stanton at the elbow. Stanton thought about it. Kicks it to Decker down low, and Decker draws the foul as he takes the shot. Will go to the line to shoot 2. Each team with 2 fouls on the board. I don't actually remember the second foul on the Cougars, but
We had the charge, and then do we have one down at the other end on a shot? Didn't they shoot 2 shots?
oh, right. Yes. When we lost our live connection, they had a foul there. I didn't get that one recorded. Decker good on the first, 34-18. Too strong on the second. Rebound pulled down by number 12, Brayton. Deflected by the Cougars. Brayton gets the ball back. And timeout by the Tigers.
No, I got a foul first. I saw the push.
Foul called on Schumacher. Third team foul on the Cougars here in the second quarter. Ball up ahead to Bowman. Tries to make the pass. Stanton's there to steal it. Quickly up to Walker on the left side. Walker looks to the middle, deflected. Schumacher gets back to it, kicks it to the corner for Walker. Baseline drive, and Walker gets fouled in the air. He'll go to the line to shoot.
Walker did a good job seeing Burns cutting down the middle. Exeter did a good job of getting a hand in the passing lane and deflecting it. Luckily, we came up with the loose ball.
Walker a little flat on the first, can't get the roll. Second one is good. Cougars still in full court. Gorman gets it over to Nelson. Nelson along the baseline gets it to Bowman on the left side, and Bowman shuffled his feet as he caught that ball. Gets called for the travel. Walker up the middle, over to Schumacher. Thought about the 3, kicks it back to Walker at the top. Picks it back to Stanton, open for Schumacher for 3. Rims out and rebound by the Tigers.
Good ball movement, way to get Schumacher open for that 3.
Gorman drives through, jump stop. Nice fadeaway jumper by Gorman. Stolen back by the Tigers. And foul called on Stanton with the body check as number 12, Cameron Brayton, took it to the basket. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Brayton good on the first, 14-point lead now for the Cougars. Off the backboard on the second, got rim though. Walker comes in and gets the loose ball. Out to Miller. Miller into the paint, spins, and draws the foul, and he'll shoot 2. Miller true on the first, 15-point lead now, 36-21. Nothing but net on the second. 25 seconds left. Ball into the front court, almost stolen by Stanton. Bowman from the top takes the long two. Walker comes in for the backside rebound. Walker pushing ahead, 10 seconds left into the corner for Schumacher. He'll take the three off the front rim, pulled down by Nelson. Nelson out on the run, 5 seconds remaining. Bowman for three in the corner, and he's not able to get there. That will do it for the first half. All right, we'll put 10 minutes on the halftime clock and send you through the first half recap.
Already got it rolling.
All right, we're back. Ready to start the second half. Tigers have the arrow.
You should have.
Back to the starting five for the Cougars. What's that?
Should have seen about getting one of those chairs with the camera on it. That way we could really.
Yeah, that way wherever your shoulders turn, the camera goes. All right, we got a cameraman in training tonight. He's doing his best, but it's going to be better this second half. Down low, Gorman gets the early foul drawn, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. And that the second half starts just the way the first half finished, at the line. That was called on Max Long. Gorman good on the first.
I'm a little surprised Gorman don't take more of those rise-up shots right there in the center of the lane. He's gotten the ball several times there and has been hesitant to shoot it.
Long gets the rebound out to Decker on the left side. Over to Walker, to Perry at the elbow. He'll take the jumper. Long rebound goes to Walker. Walker gets the dribble down, looks back door for Miller, and Miller off the glass for two. Lock it up to Gorman at the top of the key. Down low for Brayton. Back up for an open Nelson. Off the front of the rim, Decker gets the rebound quickly out. Miller leaks out and puts it in with his left. Back to a 19-point lead quickly for the Cougars to start the second half. Lock it ahead, deflected by Walker. Miller's there, leaves it for Decker. Decker with the left, can't get it to go. And rebound falls to 33. That is Jesse Eaton. Over to Nelson, back to Lockett. Thought about the three, gets it back to Nelson. Miller defending. Eaton into Gorman at the free throw line, into the corner for Nelson. Nelson takes the three. Air ball on the backside. Walker pulls it down quickly out to Decker. And Decker with the left lays it in. Lockett picks up the dribble. Gets it over to Eaton. Walker tightly defending. Eaton tries to get baseline. Long's there. And Long gets called for the kick. It will stay Tigers ball underneath.
Look, a little soccer moment there for you. Flashback.
Yeah. Gorman for three. Long rebound goes to Eaton. Can't get it to fall, and he's out quickly. Decker to Miller. Stripped away by Lockett. Last touch by Lockett. And it will stay Cougars ball. 5 subs checking in for the Cougars. We got Stanton, Burns, Smith, Schumacher, and Nixon Meningus making his first appearance of the game. Burns inbounding, looking for Smith. Smith back to the middle. Kicked out to Burns for three.
Short.
Meningus there, got a touch on it, but stepped on the line. And back to the Tigers. Cougars still in a full court press. Brayton inbounding for the Tigers. Over to Nelson, Schumacher picking him up. Nelson up ahead to Brayton. Brayton picks up the dribble and Smith wraps him up, gets called for the foul. Second foul of the quarter on the Cougars. Into Nelson in the corner. Over to Eaton at the top. Brayton tries to go baseline. Burns able to cut him off. Back up top, Meningus deflects it. Schumacher's there to get the loose ball. Schumacher back to Stanton at the top. Three-pointer off the front of the rim. And Brayton pulls down the rebound for the Tigers. Lockett gets doubled. Smith and Meningus there. Lockett's able to keep his dribble. Gets it over to Gorman. Gorman pulls up from 15. Off the front of the rim, Stanton pulls down the rebound. Outlet to Schumacher. Lockett reaches in and steals it away. Lockett tries to get the pass through the middle, deflected, gets it back. Last to touch as Schumacher deflected it off of Lockett's knee. Don't think that was in the camera view, but turnover back to the Cougars. Ball to Burns on the right side. Up top to Smith, one more to Meningus on the left wing. Schumacher into the corner. Dribbles it back to the top, passes to Burns. Burns looks in. Finds Stanton just inside the free throw line. Burns comes in and gets the rebound and draws the foul. Burns will go to the line to shoot.
It's a good look by Stanton. Stanton's usually deadly with that little jumper wide open there at the top of the free throw line.
Burns has the shooter's touch on the first one. Burns short on the second. Gorman pulls it down. Nelson tries to pivot, and Meningus gets in there to tie it up. Cougars have the arrow. Burns with the ball on the left wing. Up top to Smith, one more to Stanton. All the way across to Meningus, to Schumacher in the corner for three, and he got it. Trap comes as Eaton's able to break through. Pass ahead to Gorman, Stanton wins position. Baseball pass out ahead to Smith. Smith brings it in. Backside, Meningus slaps it away. Crow's able to get to it for the Tigers. Burns tightly defending, and he loses it out of bounds. Back to the Cougars.
It's good not just to give them a free run up the sideline. Might as well challenge it a little bit.
Ball into Schumacher. He drives in, rises up, and draws the foul.
He looked determination on his face there. He was going to take that all the way.
Schumacher can't get the roll on the first.
Looked like he rushed his shot there a little bit.
Yeah, we've been working on the rhythm of that load. Came flat on the second.
Way to save his legs, not to jump and try to do something stupid into the bleachers there.
Tigers ball. Bowman up ahead. Burns reads it and gets the steal. Up ahead to Stanton.
Ooh.
Lockett steals it away and steps out of bounds in the process. And it'll be the Cougars ball underneath.
They've got a couple of them that do a really good job of attacking the ball and the hands there. They've done that several times when we've been trying to go up for that shot.
Stanton in the corner. All the way across to Smith at the elbow. And he puts it in. Baseline drive by Bowman, gets it all the way across to number 10, Crow. Burns comes in and steals. Looking out for Smith. Smith steps through, short, gets his own rebound, and puts it back. Lockett up ahead. Burns reaches in and knocks it away. And out of bounds, Tigers ball. 5 subs at the line for the Cougars. It's back to the starting 5 for the Cougars tonight. Decker, Walker, Miller, Perry, and Long back in the game. Lockett thought about the 3, gets it to Bowman. Inside to Gorman. Gorman turns. Backside rebound by Perry, outlet to Decker. Decker finds Miller up ahead. Miller rises up, and nice touch off the glass. Lead extended now to 31. Lockett through the middle, picks up his dribble. Finds Gorman, slapped away by Perry, up to Decker. Decker out ahead, and tries to slam it home as Lockett was tightly defending. Eaton all the way into the paint, kicks it back to Brock. Brock up top to Gorman for 3, and he got it. Walker up the left side. He wants the 3 to answer. Perry on the backside was there for the rebound and got pushed in the back. Cougars will get the ball underneath.
30-second timeout by the Cougars.
Two years ago, we were here to play Exeter, and Caleb Quaddy got his first career dunk. Josh Quaddy here tonight has challenged Logan to answer that with a dunk of his own, and he was certainly close on that last one. Lockett kind of came in and defended the dunk, which made it a little extra hard. Walker into Miller, into the corner for Walker. Finds Long, and Long rises up from 12 and nails it. Back to a 30-point lead for the Cougars. Lockett picks up his dribble, gets it over to Eaton. Eaton looking for an option, and back to Brock. Into Gorman, into the corner for Bowman, and Walker comes in and blocks it. Take a look at that on replay as the ball comes to Gorman, and Walker's able to extend out and challenge that 3-point shot. Gorman rises up, goes off Max Long's face as it got tipped. Long was expecting that ball to be below his knees, but the ball got tipped right into his face. And then the Cougars get called for the foul. That's Long's second foul. That's insult to injury right there. Decker deflects the inbound. He's able to get the, oh, nice move. And reverse layup on the spin. Lockett up ahead. Max Long gets on the floor. Up ahead to Decker. And Decker, nice athletic finish with the left. Brock to Gorman at the top, over to Eaton. Bowman to Brock. Brock has baseline. Tries to pass all the way across. It may have been deflected. Nope, it wasn't. Ball to the Cougars. 38 seconds on the official clock left here in the third quarter. Walker over to Miller, thought about the three. Inside to Long, Long at the block, flips it to Walker. Walker finds Decker on the short corner and blocked out of bounds. It will stay Cougars ball. Walker went in the air and was trying to find an option. Was able to make a nice pass to Decker. Out to Miller. Miller for three. Into the corner. Walker tries to save it. Falls to Lockett as Lockett's out in transition. All the way to the basket. And basket's no good, but I think that should be a goaltend since Decker slapped the backboard without touching the ball.
They said unless it affects the trajectory of the ball, they don't call that a block. All right.
Walker steals the inbound out to Decker. And Decker gets fouled from behind. Decker will go to the line to shoot two. This is not the friendliest end line to get fouled on for sure.
No. No,
There's
a little dangerous.
Metal border around the wood floor, and then concrete, and then a cinder block wall. Short on the second, Decker gets his own rebound. Eaton pulls it away. Buzzer beater is off the mark, and that will do it for the third quarter. Eight minutes left to play. Cougars leading by 35. It will be a running clock to start the fourth quarter. Cougars open things up a little bit there in the third quarter. I believe that was a 26-point quarter for the Cougars.
Well, which one of your boys is going to dunk it in this quarter? Ben or Brandon first?
Brandon's been talking about doing a dunk in a game, but he was wanting to let Logan do it first. So.
Cougars have the possession arrow. Here we are.
Ben Schumacher over to Brandon in the corner for three. In and out, Smith there. Burns gets the loose ball rebound and gets tied up. Jump ball to the Tigers, and I forgot that the clock is running. Bowman over to Eaton at the top. To Nelson. Nelson loses the handle. Burns there in the back, gets the rebound. Looking out for Schumacher. Leaves it for Smith. Smith, nice settle and jump shot from 5 feet. Lock it through the center. Over to Eaton on the left side. Back up top to Bowman. Double team. Over to Eaton on the left. Britton puts down the dribble, is able to get back to it after losing the ball. And ball thrown into the corner to Bowman, too tall. Out of bounds back to the Cougars. Burns on the left side. Over to Smith. Smith at the elbow rises up. Burns flies in. Ball just went a little higher on the rebound than he was expecting, and the Tigers pull it down. Lock it to Bowman. Bowman rises up from 12. Backside rebound by Smith. He's pushing in transition. Out to Burns. Burns resets it over to Smith for Ben Schumacher for three. Off the front of the rim, Smith comes in for the offensive rebound and puts it back. .39 lead now for the Cougars. Eaton inside to Britton. Britton with the reverse acrobatic shot. Burns bounce pass to Schumacher up ahead. He finds his brother. Kicks it back to Burns. Burns into the paint and gets it and one. Burns will go to the line to complete the three-point play.
Ben was trying to hook up little bro, but it didn't take it.
Burns converts on the three-point play. And now a 40-point lead. Oh, I missed that last one. That one didn't register. Okay. 67-25. Bowman loses the handle. Brandon Schumacher there, out ahead. Schumacher with the left, puts it in for his first two varsity points. All five subs in the game now. Back to the starting five. Bowman over to Nelson, and he banks it in.
Hey, it's Friday night. Bank's still open.
Walker to Perry, back into the corner for Walker. Into the short corner. Walker's able to keep the dribble and then finally loses it to Lockett. Pass up ahead into the corner for Bowman. To Nelson, he wants the three, deflected away and off the upright. Blocked by the Cougars, will stay Tigers ball. Perry got a hand on it, ruled still Tigers ball. Lockett inbounding up top to Bowman. Decker defending. Inside to Gorman, and blocking foul called on Max Long. Couple more subs coming into the game. Actually, all five coming in. It's
just different ones.
Burns, Stanton, Schumacher, and Meningus. Double Schumacher. Into the short corner for Lockett. Back to Bowman. Bowman dribbling across, rises up at the free throw line. Brandon Schumacher gets the steal. Out to Burns. Burns up ahead. Eaton goes for the, Nelson goes for the aggressive defense, and Burns gets fouled. Inbound play for the Cougars upcoming. Meningus taking the inbound into the corner for an open three for Stanton. Fight for the rebound. Meningus gets it, looking for an option to outlet. Finds Burns down low, and Burns floats it in.
Nice bounce pass by Meningus to get it through. Bounce pass was the only thing that could get through that. Did a great job.
Over to Eaton, inside to Gorman. Gorman last to touch, out of bounds, back to the Cougars. Adam Stanton subbing out as Connor Perry checks back in the game. Then Schumacher up ahead, over to Nixon Meningus. Back to Schumacher in the short corner. Up top to Meningus, over to Brandon Schumacher for three. And he got it. Gorman tries to answer. Burns gets the rebound on the backside. Lockett comes in and dislodges. That was a pretty good football play.
Yeah.
Ball goes to Bowman. Over to Nelson. Nelson, tough shot, and foul called on the Cougars. I think that was on Perry. Let's see who they gave it to.
35, yep.
Casey Nelson, the senior, good on the first. Burns, good box out, steps on the line as he's trying to save it, and it'll be Tigers ball, probably last possession as we have 10 seconds remaining with the clock running. Bowman hustles to the ball, into the corner for Gorman for three, and he nails it. Just 2 seconds remaining, that will do it for the game. Final score, Cougars 74, the Exeter Tigers 32. All right, well, we have a busy week ahead of us. Next week we are headed to the Lancer Classic. Let me see if I can pull up the schedule.
They'll do their usual prayer here after the game with the teams. See you next week. All around, a lot of scoring by different players there. Once Brandon got hot with after the layup, he had to take a three then.
Yeah, fun for Brandon Schumacher to get his first varsity points of his career. All right, upcoming next week for the Cougars. Let's see if we can get this a little bigger. The 33rd Annual Lancer Classic. New Heights Cougars play Monday at 5:30 p.m. against Neodesha. We don't know much about the Neodesha team. We are the number 4 seed, so we'll be considered the favorite, but obviously 4 or 5 is not much difference. Riverton is the number 1 seed and the favorites to come out. If we can beat Neodesha on Monday, we'll be back Thursday at 7 p.m. to face off likely against Riverton. If we lose against Neodesha on Monday, we'll be back Thursday at 4 p.m. And then three or four different options. Looks like there's 4 different options you could be for the Saturday final, 11:30, 1 p.m., 4 p.m., or 7 p.m., depending on how we fare on the previous nights. So busy week ahead, Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and then we will return to our regular season play the following week with some conference games. All right, well, we'll send you through the second half recap as we close things out. Thank you all for tuning in tonight.